Imagine this. You are a law-abiding citizen. You bought your firearms legally, you passed the background checks, and you mind your own business. But one Tuesday morning, there's a loud knock on your front door. You look outside and it's the ATF, or local police. And they say, "Hey there, we see you purchased a few firearms recently. We just need to come inside real quick, verify the serial numbers, and make sure you still have them." Or maybe you're pulled over for going 5 miles over the speed limit. The officer walks up to your window, shines a flashlight in your face, and demands, "Do you have any weapons in the car? Hand them over right now." Do you have to comply? Do you have to open your safe? Do you have to let them inside? The short answer is no. But exactly how you say no will determine whether you get to keep your guns or if you end up face down on the pavement in handcuffs. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact constitutional rights you have when law enforcement demands to see your firearms. I'll cover the home knock-and-talk trap, the traffic stop nightmare, and I'm going to give you the exact word-for-word scripts to shut these encounters down legally and safely. Let's start with the front door. Recently, there has been a massive spike in ATF agents showing up at the homes of innocent people doing what's called a knock-and-talk. But why are they at your house? Here's the secret information most people don't know. If you buy 2 or more handguns from the same dealer within 5 business days, the gun store is legally required to fill out a secret form called Form 3310.4 Report of Multiple Sale. This sends a red flag straight to the ATF, and they often dispatch agents to your house to make sure you aren't illegally trafficking those guns. They will knock and say, "We just want to do a quick compliance check. Here's what you need to know. There is no such thing as a random compliance check for private citizens." Even if you own NFA items like suppressors or short-barreled rifles, filling out those ATF tax forms does not mean you waived your Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable searches. So, what are the only 4 legal ways police can enter your home? 1, you give them consent. 2, exigent circumstances. 3, an arrest warrant. 4, a search warrant signed by a judge. If they do not have a warrant signed by a judge, you do not even have to open the door. Let's say you do decide to open the door to talk to them. Cops use 2 major psychological tricks here. First is the plain view doctrine. When you open the door, the officer isn't just looking at you. He is looking past you into your living room. If he sees anything that even looks like illegal contraband or an unsecured weapon, he now has probable cause to barge in without a warrant. The second trick is they will politely say, "Hey, it's loud with the TV on. Can you step out onto the porch and talk to me?" Do not do it. Once you step outside, you lose the highest protection of the Fourth Amendment, which covers the interior of your home. Here's your script for the front door. If they knock, ask through the closed door, "Who is it?" When they say police or ATF, you ask, "Do you have a signed warrant?" If they say no, you say, "I am not answering any questions and I do not consent to any searches. Please leave my property." Then walk away. If they do have a warrant, tell them to slide it under the door so you can read it first. Now, let's move to scenario number 2. You are pulled over in your car, and you are legally carrying a firearm. This is where things get incredibly dangerous. And here is a massive piece of new information you need to know. Duty to inform laws. Depending on what state you live in, the law might require you to immediately tell the police officer you have a gun in the car. In some states, like Texas or Ohio, if you are carrying, you must hand over your concealed carry permit along with your driver's license immediately. In other states, you only have to tell them if they specifically ask you. Ignorance of this law can get you arrested. You must know your state's specific duty to inform law. But let's say they walk up and demand, "I need to secure any weapons in the car, hand me your gun." Can they legally do this? Under the Fourth Amendment, cops cannot search your car without probable cause. But there is a massive loophole they use every single day called officer safety. If the officer thinks his life is in danger, he can order you out of the car, pat you down, and search the immediate area of your vehicle for weapons. This is called a Terry frisk. So how do cops legally manufacture officer safety? Through furtive movements. When those red and blue lights flash, what do most people do? They panic. They lean over, open the glove box, dig under the seat to find their insurance card, and move around aggressively. When the officer sees your shoulders dipping and you reaching under the seat, he isn't thinking insurance card. He is thinking he's reaching for a gun. You just gave him the legal justification to rip you out of the car and search it. Here is exactly how you survive this. When pulled over, turn on your inside dome light, roll down your window. Keep both hands glued to the top of the steering wheel. Do not reach for anything until the officer asks for it. And when he does, tell him exactly what you are doing. Say, "Officer, my wallet is in my back pocket. I'm going to slowly reach for it now." If he orders you out of the car, you must physically comply. Do not fight him. But as you step out, you must state this loudly for his body camera. "Officer, I am not resisting, but I do not consent to any searches of my person or my vehicle. Am I free to leave?" Listen, the Second Amendment gives you the right to bear arms, and the Fourth Amendment gives you the right to be secure from illegal searches. But these rights only protect you if you actually know how to use them. If a cop demands your guns without a warrant, you don't fight them physically. You fight them with your words, your silence, and a good defense lawyer in a courtroom. Never give consent, keep your hands visible, and always ask if you are free to leave. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. If you have ever had an encounter like this, drop a comment below and tell me how you handled it. Stay safe, know your rights, and I'll see you in the next video.